I am live, coming to you from where I guest on podcasts. I had a new podcast come out recently. It was from the Love Can't Wait podcast, and I posted it on. I've posted it on a couple of platforms, I believe. I will make sure it's uploaded for you, and it will also be on my website soon. That was really fun. It was a podcast. Like I said, it was called Love Can't Wait. And we talked about some really interesting subjects like relationships, uh, jealousy. Um, he asked me about my upbringing and how I got into adult entertainment, and asked about, how my significant others, boyfriends, etc., slash husbands, etc., felt about me working in the adult entertainment industry. So it was a very interesting personal conversation. I'm a little shy about it, honestly. I've almost listened to the whole thing, and I tend to be a person who shares a lot. I'm a pretty open book, but I don't know. I'm not sure how I feel about some of the things I shared in that podcast. So I'll have to check it out and let me know what you think. My birthday. So you might have noticed that my voice right now is not normal. It's not how I usually sound. If you've heard me talk before, it sounds a little, uh, and that's from being at my 50th birthday party on Sunday night at the Penthouse nightclub in Vancouver. And for one thing, I had to talk over the music and the people and all that. So of course that's a little bit of a strain. But I was also probably one of the loudest people there, cheering for the performers and showing my appreciation. Having been a dancer, I know how important it is to have that kind of feedback from the audience. And I also wanted to demonstrate to the rest of the people in attendance how important it was to me that we all really appreciated the performers, and the performers were so amazing. It was just incredible. I hired a male dancer off of Craigslist. That's where I found him. And he sent me some of his work, and I was like, yes, 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 I definitely want this guy to perform at my birthday. So this is kind of a funny story, I think. And this is not to diss him in any way at all. He was probably definitely one of my top favorite shows of my whole birthday. And the shock factor and the just the uniqueness of his show just made it so incredibly good. But this is what happened from my perspective. So as an exotic dancer, we always, I haven't danced in many years, and I don't know how most people do it now, but back when I danced, it was usually 4 songs, 18-minute set, 2 up, 2 down. That's kind of how we would do it. But we'd mix it up, and usually get naked by the end of the last song. So, about halfway through maybe. And definitely like hold on to those pieces of clothing, those tiny pieces of clothing till the last song, to keep your audience engaged and waiting. And so that was, what I kind of expected from all of the striptease artists that were going to be performing at my party. And the gentleman that I hired, he got undressed his very first song. So let me just explain his first show. As soon as I on stage, I wanted to support his show because he was a new person. I hadn't met him, and I didn't think most of my community had met him, although I know we have some mutual friends from our social media platforms. But I sat down right in front row, and he like took off his clothes right away, and I could tell that some of the men sitting in front row and some of the men in the room immediately got uncomfortable, and even some of the women didn't know how to react. So I demonstrated my approval, clapping, hooting, hollering, and I encouraged everyone around me. I said, I want all my performers to feel supported. So even if you or a guy that doesn't want to necessarily see a guy dancing naked, get over it, women watch women get naked all the time at strip clubs, and it doesn't embarrass us or make us uncomfortable. And I would like to see at least the guests of my birthday party to be as understanding, tolerant, and appreciative of an artistic, beautiful performance as they should be. That was my opinion. And I think that I helped to kind of like, you know, help put some people at ease around the stage. So the song ends, and you can see visible relief on a lot of the guys' faces. And we're all clapping. We're all just clapping. And the next song starts, and he's not done. He has another song, and I could just see the look on the faces of the guys around front row who are not used to being in a front row with a male dancer. And they had no, I don't know what they expected. I mean, I had his name on the schedule. Anyway, I guess a lot of people weren't checking out the schedules. I hope you can hear me. I wasn't even keeping my mic near my mouth. So this is so funny. So another whole song is his beautiful dancing. Like, it was beautiful. He just very artistic, gorgeous, very well endowed. I think that made a lot of people kind of shocked, and maybe some of the men were like, whoa, is that normal? No, it's not normal. But it was just an incredibly beautiful show. Even my son videotaped my daughter's face during the show, and she was just like, oh my gosh. She was just as mesmerized as the rest of us who really appreciated his show. So finally his song ends, and you can see that that the guys in the audience are starting to be visibly relieved again. They're like, oh, his show's ending. Nope. He did 2 more songs. It was fantastic. He did 2 shows, and by the second show, I think some alcohol had lubricated the audience up a little bit, and everyone knew a little more what to expect, and so the guys were a lot more appreciative of the second show. But the first show, seeing the discomfort of some of the men in the audience, it was just priceless. And I just want to say that I'm so proud of all the guys who did attend, and the ones that stayed in front row, even if they were uncomfortable, and the ones who clapped and appreciated the artistic form of our male dancer. It was beautiful. It was amazing. So yeah, I was really proud of my community at my birthday party. I was stressed out, so stressed out. I had so much anxiety leading up to my birthday party, and that morning and all day, right up until it started at 7 p.m. I had constant phone calls, constant text messages, constant people wondering about this, wondering about that. And I just was like feeling really like, and then when it started, like right at 7, I was so upset because I was up in the change room getting my makeup done by my daughter, and I thought I should be down there. I should be welcoming people. But my colleagues and my friends in the change room were like, don't worry, just relax. It's your birthday. You're here to, enjoy yourself. And every time someone would be coming up to me and saying, what should I do? What should I do about this? What should I do about that? Somebody else would say, I'll take care of this, Annie. I'll take care of this, Annie. And it just meant so much to me to be surrounded by so many competent people that were willing to step up and take over and handle so many issues. I spent the whole night basically spending time with my guests, which is what I wanted to do. And that meant a lot. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little choked up here. Okay, yeah. So it was just, I can't even say how much it meant to me that so many people were there, and so many people stepped up and helped me get through that event, because it was honestly so much excitement and so much going on and so many people that it almost feels like a blur now. And I'm still recalling things from the event that I hadn't recalled yet, because it just was, I talked to so many people about so many interesting things, and I can't remember all of the conversations. I can't remember everything. And so if we talked that night, please bear with me and remind me of anything I might have forgotten. So now that I've talked your ear off for probably way too long, I think I should do the draw for someone to get 6 months free at my Fearless Living Academy. And I'm super excited. This has been something I've been working on for a couple of years now. It started out as one thing, turned into another thing, turned into another thing. And then after my recent surgery, I became really clear about what I wanted to do. And what I wanted to do, I've always wanted to help people, and I knew that, but I just didn't know what to call it or what the focus should be. And after having a lot of people comment on how I've been able to face a lot of difficult situations in my life with fearlessness, well, not really. There was always fear, but being able to face it anyway. And I think I've inspired some people, and it made me feel like maybe that is, well, not maybe, but that is the direction I want to go. I want to help other people become more fearless, and we can help each other, because I am just like you. I'm constantly facing fears. We're all facing our fears constantly. And if we could have a community of people to help us face our fears and lift us up, I think that's even freaking better. So that's why I started the Fearless Living Academy, and I'm going to be posting a theme each week with a video explaining what I want you to do this week regarding the theme, and it will include resources, worksheets or quizzes or that kind of thing, so that you can actually interact with yourself and get to know yourself better. And you can get as into it as you want, and you can choose not to do exercises if you don't feel it, or if you're too busy that week, and then you can go back if you want to, and that kind of thing. So it's going to be at your own pace and what you want. And one of the things I'm most excited about is on Wednesday nights we will have a community Zoom, and we will all be able to check in with each other, see how we're doing with the resources and the exercises. And even if you haven't done it yet, be able to just, take each other's temperature, motivate each other, cheer each other on, and be a community. If you do join the Fearless Academy, make sure you get the Patreon app so you can join in our chats. And now I am going to do a draw. I had 5 people, and I know I only announced this contest 2 days ago, and I even spent $30 so it would be sponsored in people's feeds. I'm not very good with marketing yet. I think I probably could have done a better job, but hey, I got 5 people entered, and you can see I've got their names written in this bowl, and one person is going to get 6 months paid by me on the Patreon app, for them to join the Fearless Living Academy. And I personally believe that after 6 months of doing the exercises and being part of this amazing community, that this person will attract the $30 that they need to continue being a part of the community. So without further ado, I'm going to mix them up, close my eyes and mix them up. And can you see it? Oops. You can't see it, can you? Oh. Tammy! My friend Tammy, I've known you for so long. I'm so glad you're going to join me on this amazing adventure. Thank you so much for entering the draw. I really appreciate everyone who entered the draw. That means a lot. I know it's only 5 people and might not seem like a lot to you, but to me, that's 5 people that are interested in my academy. And I'm just so excited, I can't even express. So I am going to let you go now, because I have work to do so that I'm ready for next week. I love you. I love you all. Anyone who was with me for this live, I love you the best. Shh, don't tell anyone I said that. And I hope to see you next time. I hope to see you at the Fearless Academy. And if not, that's okay too. Please subscribe to my newsletter. My theme of the week at the Fearless Academy every week will also be the same theme for my newsletter on my blog. So next week's newsletter and blog post is about hope and the feeling of hopelessness, and how it is never okay to give up. Have a wonderful rest of your Friday and an amazing weekend. And I hope to see you at the Fearless Academy on Monday. But I love you even if I don't. Mwah. Bye.